Hey everybody, it's Cory Rhonda with Utah Dream Properties in Keller, Williams. Today we're going to talk to you about interest rates in Utah.
Let's get to work. Let's get to work.
Okay, so today, like Cory said, we're going to talk about interest rates. That's been a big topic of discussion lately and something that we've seen a dramatic change very quickly.
Yes, and very scary. The news is
scary,
like, oh my goodness, like what's going on?
The news is scared. We're not scared. We
Yes.
are seeing changes for sure, but we want to kind of put that in perspective for you, what that means as a buyer or as a seller, what things have historically been, because we've been, I'm calling it spoiled. We've all been spoiled over the last several years. Rates in the 2s and the 3s.
Historical lows, right?
Right, yeah, definitely.
What was our first interest rate?
7.25.
There you go.
And we were told that was a good rate because it was at the time. We didn't know any better. We were going to buy the house anyway, so we bought it. But again, when we're all used to 2s and 3s now, even when they first started going up and 3.5 and people were like gasping, and now we're mid 4s pushing 5s. Traditionally too, if you're looking to buy an investment property, usually rates are about a point higher. So we're seeing rates in the 6s if you're looking at investing. So what does that really mean?
Well, honestly, if you go all the way back into the 80s and you look at a line drawn, the average through that from all those highs and lows would be about 8%. Right. So if 8% is kind of your mark for your average throughout history, we're still doing pretty good. We're around 5 right now. We know that changes often, but that's okay, right? We're still there. So as far as, you know, buying a property or investing, should we still do that?
I still would. If it's going to cash flow, I mean, you have to look at your numbers, right? For an investment property, are you looking at cash flow right off the bat? Are you banking on appreciation? It really depends on your situation. Sure. To be honest with you, but
so run your numbers.
Right, run your numbers, but don't freak out over this. And again, like Cory said, it's all scary because the headlines are talking about highest interest rates in a decade. Yeah, it is the highest in a decade, but it's still not the highest we've ever seen by any means. And this is way before we've been in the business. I've heard in the 80s, interest rates were in the double digits. So this is nothing like we've seen in the past. And people still moved then. I can't imagine an interest rate of 15%, but people did move then. So that just kind of goes to show. And it's nothing to freak out about, but it is something to watch. If you happen to have a pre-approval based on a 3% interest rate, definitely go back to your lender, make sure what you qualify for, because your payment will definitely change from a 3% rate to 4.5 or 5 or, you know, whatever they're at right now. So
yeah, contact us. We've got great lenders that we can refer you to. They're very plugged into this. They follow it every day. They know exactly what's going on. And like Rhonda said, if you need to check in and be like, hey, I haven't been in this for a couple of months, great, we can plug you right back in. That's not a problem. We can help you with investing if you want to, or buying, whatever the case is. But we'll answer all those questions and make sure that you understand, hey, it's okay to still buy. We'll run the numbers, make sure they still make sense. And then, hey, what about refinancing, right?
Right, that's
if the numbers do drop, right, we can still refinance down the road, you know, if that's the case. But make sure your numbers make sense now. You can still move forward and you could refinance later. So right, refinancing is a huge thing, and that's when we saw this big refi boom in the last couple of years because rates dropped so low. So everybody was refinancing and they all had higher rates than they're at. So yeah, keep that in mind. We always have that option. And values are going up. You can't change that, right? So values are still going up. So don't wait, because the values are going up. We want to make sure we take advantage of that. Right. And some people, we've heard this kind of weird thing about, hey, I'm going to rent and I'm going to wait. So all the things that we just covered are reasons to not rent and wait. Renting, you're doing what? You're paying 100% interest. Yeah, basically. Actually, right? if you look at it that way. It all the way. Yeah. So, I mean, there are cases for renting. We've talked about that in other videos. You can go back and look. We've been renters ourselves over the years when we would PCS somewhere new and we just felt a little uncomfortable with the area. We wanted to rent for a little while. Sure. But if that is not something that you want to do, you don't want to rent and you're not here yet, you want us to video locations for you, we do that all the time, every day. So we're happy to do that for you too. So hopefully this information maybe helped you put interest rates in a better perspective. Just, it's not all doom and gloom and craziness. They're still lower than they have been historically. So keep that in mind. And as always, we're here to help you. So if you're looking to buy, sell, invest, whatever it is, we're here. Our information's below. Feel free to reach out to us. And we also post new videos every Friday. So make sure to like and subscribe, please. Makes Bree very happy.